I'm here to talk about social media strategy and content. So before I get started about social media, let's talk about strategy. Everybody says, we have a strategy. That's great, that's wonderful. But you gotta have a closed loop strategy. That's the crucial part. So you define your strategy, what you want to accomplish based on your goals. Then you define your objectives, what do you want to accomplish. Execute that strategy and change management plan. Measure results. And then last but not the least, right, use feedback to define strategy. So please listen to your customers, because if you don't listen, trust me, your competitors are listening to them. A recent survey done by eMarketer found that the top 5 things that really create most engagement are you offer them incentives, exclusive offers for Facebook fans, right? Something like that, or Twitter followers. You gotta have a plan for customer service. And I would say go from customer service to customer delight. Get their feedback. As I mentioned, there are a lot of times people will tell you feedback about your products and services. So you can even ask for feedback. So you're taking outside-in approach versus inside-out. Entertain and engage. It doesn't have to be all about your brand and what we do. You can have fun Fridays, wacky Wednesdays, whatever you want to do to create some kind of engagement with your audience. Talk about the stuff they like, right? Instead of talking about the stuff you want to tell them.
I'm going to show you how to create video content, and it's one of the most important things that you're going to want to do on the web. Determine your audience. Are you trying to create video for employees? Are you trying to create video for current customers, maybe future customers? That is going to tell you what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. When you're scripting, you're going to put the most important stuff first and the least important stuff last. Now, the reason we do this is because people really don't have a whole lot of time. They'll go on to YouTube, they'll click on a video because they're interested or they're searching for something, and in the first 20 seconds, if you don't capture their attention, if you don't tell them what you want to say, they're gone. So here's some tips. Never touch the camera while it's recording. The reason you don't do that is because when you get back, you have that little screen, right? You're like, oh, it looks great. And then you put it on your big TV monitor, and it's all like that. And you're like, whoa, what happened?
If you want to control the depth of the focus, for instance, I want this table in focus because all the pretty people are at this table. And there's pretty people over there too. But I'm closest to these guys, and so I want to blur you guys out. I can choose to do that. There's one reason and one reason only you would ever put your camera on A, V, or A, and that's because you want to control the depth of the focus. If you want a small depth, choose a small number. Oh, that's easy. If you want a large depth, I want you guys in focus now too, because I love you guys. This is a larger depth. I want a larger f-stop number. Now, I'm not giving you exact numbers because it depends on your situation. When you said depends, you're right. If you're in a bright environment, choose a low numbered ISO. If you're in a dark environment, this is a dark environment compared to the sun, choose a higher numbered ISO. There's a downside. There are effects and side effects to every single tool in photography. This side effect is not a good one. The higher your number, the lower your quality.
If you don't have good content that you're excited about sharing, if you don't feel like you are an industry expert or want to position yourself as one, you've already got to worry about Facebook, you've already got to worry about Twitter, Pinterest. So you're already gonna have to be there. So I say, unless you're really committed, it's one thing you don't have to do. If you do decide, it's really all about content. It cannot be. If you just want to offer something special, like, if you see this 10% off, that's Facebook, that's Twitter. If you've got great pictures that you learned how to take, that's on Pinterest, or video is on YouTube. It's got to be engaging. People, nobody has time. You are competing for eyeballs, all right? Corporate speak is another deathly problem in business blogging. You go to some business's website and they always have a blog, right? And what do you see? They've written 3 entries. The last one was in April of 2010, and they gave it up, right? Because it's a lot of work. So I'm here to say, take it off your plate. If you do though, you've got to find a voice that's not. It's got to be conversational. Tell your story the way you tell a friend, the way you sit around at a dinner party. No jargon, we've heard that already, right? Lots of visuals. You guys got really valuable information today because visuals are driving, one of the main content drivers. People like pictures, they like videos, but again, you don't need to put them on your blog. Put them on Pinterest, put them on Facebook, share them over Twitter.